All right, still on that matter, the Supreme Court is due to begin hearing 3 presidential election petitions challenging Uhuru Kenyatta's re-election, including one filed by former Kilome Member of Parliament Harun Mwau. Our political affairs reporter Murimi Mwangi retraces Mwau's presidential petition battles back in 1993 and explains why the former Kilome legislator has been comically described as a man of detail within judicial quarters.
As political drumbeats hit a climax ahead of the first multi-party elections of 1992, the man described as the godfather of Kenyan politics, retired President Daniel Arap Moi, was up against 7 candidates eyeing his job. Among them, a former police officer who had been sacked from the service for insubordination after he declined to shave his beard. Businessman John Harun Mwau.
The people outside there may not know the intricacies. They may not know that you are just a joker. When you go to some international forum, people can respect you. This is a former candidate.
Mwau only garnered 6,000 votes, representing a meager 0.1% of the total vote, as Moi carried the day with 1.9 million, followed by Ford Asili's Kenneth Matiba with 1.3, Democratic Party's Mwai Kibaki with 1 million, and Jaramogi Oginga Odinga of Fort Kenya with 900,000. But the former co-op was not yet done with Moi. Mwau petitioned Moi's win at the High Court without the help of any lawyer, claiming that the retired president and the 7 other candidates were inappropriately cleared to vie, since none of them had presented the right size of paper with names of voters supporting their presidential bid. It was Mwau's case that the electoral laws of the time required that the paper had to be a foolscap, measuring 21.6 by 34.3 centimeters. Yet the rest of the candidates, including Moi, had used A4 paper of size 21 by 29.7 centimeters. This, Mwau argued, was a serious matter, since no citizen had the liberty to choose which laws to obey and which to disobey. Mwau pleaded with the court to declare him president-elect, being the only candidate who had complied with the law on the size of paper. The petition was dismissed. Moi picked Mwau to head the defunct Kenya Anti-Corruption Authority in December 1997, but the former cop ended up running into trouble after he attempted to prosecute 4 senior revenue officials over non-collection of taxes from sugar and wheat imports in a tribunal subsequently set up to investigate his conduct. Mwau yet again chose to appear without a lawyer.
Bwana Uriri, who gave you authority to write these things to me?
I think you better wait for the tribunal to say.
Have you read the Prevention of Corruption Act? Have you read?
Fast forward to 24 years later, and Mwau is back in the judicial corridors with yet another presidential election petition, this time at the Supreme Court. And just like in 1993, the former Kilome MP is challenging President Uhuru Kenyatta's 98% votes victory on grounds that Kenyatta and all the other candidates were not properly cleared to run in the October 26th repeat poll. Among other grounds, Mwau argues that electoral body IEBC deliberately avoided fresh nomination of candidates, giving a leeway for candidates to skip payment of the mandatory 200,000 shillings nomination fee. This petition coming only days after the High Court dismissed a similar case by Mwau.
I don't know why that issue was not litigated upon, because it ought to have been brought up. Probably will have gotten direction from the High Court, but the High Court is certainly is subordinate to the Supreme Court.
So in terms of the weight, it has much more weight. But inside that petition that is presented to the courts now, there are still things similar which you might even want to laugh off, you know. Those small little things that we could laugh over or dismiss, but they are still there, including nomination fee, for example.
While his 1993 attempt to unseat a serving president backfired, Mwau, it appears, will yet again be the man to watch as the Supreme Court begins hearing petitions against President Kenyatta's re-election. Muremi Mwangi, KTN News in Nairobi.